So I'm trying to stream live on YouTube for the first time ever. I think I've got everything figured out. I've got it pulled up on my computer next to me. I'm going to watch and make sure it's working, and then once it is, I'll turn the sound off over there and get some XP anyways. Just boring old Howling Stones North XP, but hey, looks like it's working. That's nice because I was having issues getting it set up. I was trying to turn off the new elemental models because on my laptop I've got the old ones on, and they're glorious little turds and little floating fire diamonds in the air and stuff like that. And but on my desktop I've got the new ones, and I go to the options, you know, when you're like on the login screen, if you click the options button right there, God damn it, it's supposed to it lets you select, you know, what models you want, old and new. And I have them all unchecked, so they should all be the old models, but I still have the new elementals for whatever reason. But apparently in the process of messing around with that, I turned off all my sound in EverQuest because the Titanium's default settings think that my computer can't handle sound being turned on. But I finally figured that out and tested a bunch of streams and got it looking nice, and so now I am live streaming. I'm just testing one more time to make sure it's looking right how it's supposed to, and then I'll start killing some stuff. Yeah, cool. Alright, well, we'll see how many people want to watch. As I said a minute ago, it's just boring XP here in North. I don't know how long exactly I'm going to be on, and I've kind of been getting fed up with not being level 60, so I'm just kind of hanging out and grinding where I know what I'm doing and can kill a lot of stuff without running out of mana. I would like to go to Velx and more of Sebulus and a few other places and make some more videos, and I kind of wanted to do it before I made got so high level that it wasn't really appropriate, but I also just want to get XP, so for now I'm doing this, and I'm trying to keep an eye on the live chat, so if anybody does pester me about something, I can try to answer. And hopefully, trying to figure this out won't cost me XP. This is annoying because there's an oblation up there. And they are a pain in the butt. So last night I made 57 yesterday and got my new Tosh spell, and then I came back in here and I was just having a hell of a time killing anything, and I don't know why exactly. It made a level and oh, thank goodness he stopped to cast. So higher level, new Tosh spell, and for whatever reason I couldn't keep charms. They wouldn't last. Roots were wearing off early. I even had roots resisting flat out. It was driving me nuts, and so it annoyed me enough that I didn't work on getting a live stream together last night. No, just go up there and fight. Oh, he's too far away. Oh no, he's not. I really hate these wizards because their nukes break roots and they dispel my buffs, and if there's a couple of them they dispel charm and each other, and it's really a pain in the butt. But hopefully I have better luck with my charms not wearing off all the time than I did last night, and then I can just XP for a little while here while streaming. Pretty quiet in here. I was kind of surprised when I first came back. It was a few weeks ago now, I guess. When I first came back, I was thinking that Howling Stones was going to be busier because the first couple times I was on in here, there were 10, 12 people every time. But I'm not letting this guy get beat up enough. But seems like it's still pretty quiet, because this is what it's been like lately. Oh, see what I said about dispels, and I'm not going to nuke him in time to interrupt it. Oh well, at least I kind of had junk buffs, so... He's already dodged. I'm going to let root wear off of this one and stick him on the bile. I should have done it the other way around though, so I could theft a thought him, but oh well. Guess I'll put my junk buffs back on. I really need to get some clickies. Wow, that thing is kicking my pet's ass, actually. Oh, it's the placeholder. It's the placeholder for the named from that room, so it's a little higher level than the average stuff that's in here. Just using a low-level slow to try and keep my pet from being too uneven so that I can finish stuff off without needing extra nukes. Somebody say something in the live chat just so I can see if it's working or not. Or send me a tell. Oh Christ, I'm not watching the right screen. Or send me a tell in game if people are trying to talk and I'm not seeing it, because I have the video paused on my other screen and I didn't know if that was going to cause the live chat to not work also, or if it's just the video that pauses. Where in the hell did this guy come from? I kind of thought I was far enough away from that dude that he wasn't going to bother me. Guess I was wrong. I think I have aggroed all the stuff that's in the hallway, so... Hey, Gevlon, I've seen some of your corpses here in North. It's funny how many corpses I see laying around at one point or another, but I don't run into the people who they belong to. Yesterday this morning somebody was commenting to me that they saw... I had like 3 corpses sitting at the entrance because I'd been trying to sneak into South without using a key, and the process changed a little bit from what I'm used to. And I died a bunch of times because I kept aggroing the 4 undead mobs that were just inside, and they just annihilate me before I could even get a stun off. And somebody noticed my bodies and was chatting with me this morning about it. But yeah, bodies all over the place, but I guess there's enough hours in the day. Hey, there he is. Don't think I've ever run into you online, but now I have. Okay, so killed one of the name placeholders. I don't know if I can try to check the other one. Last night I was having pretty good luck actually pulling 2 of the different... This crypt worm is the second spot that I can pull. It makes for a pretty big fight when I just send my pet in there to piss everything off. Well, I might only get this one guy though, depending on how they path around. I'll stand up to try and keep my aggro lower. Ooh, I don't know what room he's in now though. He walked out of that hallway. I don't want to send him into the back room. It's busier. Nah, he's not where I want him. Maybe flirt with disaster here. And without even having gate ready. That's what the hat's for, right? Come on, pet, back up. You can do it. Okay. That was just the one room. Not so bad. As long as my pet doesn't break on me while I'm trying to slowly get all these guys to shond and keep them mezzed until I get them all rooted. God, I really need to make 58 because dealing with these zergs, these swarms of mobs, when I have regular old root to keep them in place, is a nightmare. I really need fetters so that I have faster casts, and I don't know about my mana situation here. I'm not sure if I need to let this pet die or if I can afford to get XP for all these. I've got to be recasting a lot of roots. Yeah, why the hell not? I'll try to let him get low enough that I can kill him with Anarchy. If he doesn't end up low enough, then I just won't get XP for the pen. Not getting them all. They're not all hitting him. He has to be about 3% to kill him with an Anarchy. Ooh, look at that. Now I feel pro. Guess I'll get rid of the other bile. The Crypt Keeper room in here is pretty nasty. You know, you can have like 10 different things in there that harm touch. Even at 60, you don't get many resists on your lulls, but when you do get them, it still is going to be really nasty. I love doing stuff like this. Pissing off a whole room of crap and just using your pet to keep them busy until you can get a... I assume that root was off of my pet. Till you can get everything locked down and then just feed pets into the fray. Get full XP with everyone. Uh-oh. I was a little slow on my... Well, I know which one's going to be my next pet. I'm going to AoE mez back there because I don't remember if my roots are going to wear off before I get this skeleton sent back up there. Cryptworm, still tons of hit points. It's funny how tough the names in here are compared to the rest of the stuff in the wing. The names are generally level 50, I think, compared to the trash, which can be as low as like 42. There's a big difference. And sometimes the trash will spawn with like a shield in their offhand, which they'll actually cause them to double attack with. That makes them a lot tougher. But generally, like if I want to kill one of these names one-on-one with a pet, I have to haste my pet and slow the named. Otherwise, the name just eats him alive. Like right now, my pet's getting smoked, and he doesn't even have that second skeleton hitting him. It's kind of amazing, actually. Like, you know, I made my first enchanter on I played an enchanter on live, right? It was like the only thing I played in live back in the day, and I loved it. But on P99, for whatever reason, I just didn't. I didn't make one. I played a necro, a cleric, a bard, and then like a rogue, a shaman, a monk. Like all of them up to about 50 plus. Some of them were 59. Before I finally made a enchanter, and I regret that I didn't start with an enchanter because they're just so great. But anyway, the reason I ended up finally making an enchanter on P99 is because of the original solo artist challenge, and I read the thread and I thought it was amazing that people soloing these things and how fun it was to think about doing it and everything. And so Lorraine and Save, who did the solo artist challenge with a couple other people, inspired me to make my first enchanter. So in a way, you know, watching other enchanters do their thing is what convince me to make one on here, and then now that I've done it, I get a surprising number of tells from people who said that I saw one of your videos and it made me make an enchanter, and now I'm level 60 and I don't even have a 60 enchanter on here anymore, so it's kind of funny. Theft of Thought's going to be up, of course, as soon as I charm the skeleton, so now I can't use it on him, but hopefully soon here, get some mana back up. As long as you don't get a bunch of charm breaks or ads, being 30 mana on enchanter is not that big a deal, because it's only a couple of minutes until Theft of Thought's back and you get a ton more mana. I love these new Velious spells too. They're not new anymore, but getting a little bit of extra mana regen. I think that the YouTube saves the streams online, so I can put it like a video like I have with the rest of them on there, so that when people, don't actually watch the stream live, they can still check the video out later. So I'll try to stream live, in general, if that's how it works, because it's a little more entertaining. You can see questions firsthand instead of having to answer, well, not having to answer, but getting yelled at by my wife when I answer YouTube comments on my phone, randomly throughout the day. Uh-oh. As soon as I looked away, I need to just do this on one monitor so that I don't keep glancing the wrong direction and charm breaks and root boy off as soon as I'm not watching. There goes my rune. Pet is going to be just about right to finish off this little wormy. As soon as he engages it, I'm going to sneak past so I can run down the hallway and have more room to work with. I just don't want to get meleeed. So I'll wait till my pet takes some hits for me. Perfecto. I think I saw something about how you can't edit videos that are only that are over an hour, so I might stop my stream at an hour just because, in case I want to go back and fiddle with the video in any way. But I definitely, just coming back to what Scrying was saying, I definitely get a kick out of the fact that there's people who have made enchanters because they watched one of my videos and now they're up at the level we could be playing together if I weren't too antisocial. I'm just like a soapbox kind of guy, I guess. Oops, ooh, that was close. I like making videos and talking to people a lot, but I don't group with people very often. I think this guy's going to need 2 nukes to finish him off because he's got a lot of hit points. I'll try to keep the skeleton alive to see if I can... I don't think an Anarchy's going to kill him, but see if I can get one more Theft of Thought on this little fella before I have to kill him. And then I'll probably go back up to the safe hall and watch for respawns. I don't want to get caught when I don't have Rune or Berserker Spirit up. Bad skeleton. Exciting loots. Oh, I forgot I aggroed that guy already too. Oops, I kind of needed that. I'm glad I even can stream. I would have been doing it the whole time I was leveling this guy up instead of doing the videos on YouTube, except that I thought I cast Berserker Spirit on myself. Guess not. I would have been doing streaming instead of just uploading videos this whole time, except that when I first started doing it, like I ran speed tests and my upload speeds were only like... Damn it. I need to set that in my INI folder so it remembers it. My upload speed was only like 3 megs or something like that, and that seemed like it was going to be pushing my luck, trying to, even though EQ's not too demanding, trying to stream while I'm playing with only that much bandwidth. So, but then more recently it's been like above 5. I figure, sure, let's try it, see how it turns out. I think it's only going to be uploaded in 720p, but it's hard to tell with EverQuest anyways, I guess. Well, 2 names down. Well, 2 name placeholders down. Not bad for... This is a pather. I don't know if he comes all the way over here or not. I managed to snag just the name out of that room because of he assisted out. But it was, since it was assist aggro, these guys didn't also assist him, because you don't get a chain of assists like that. I cleared that whole room, plus the one pather, maybe aggro too, I'm not sure. I'm just going to med for a minute. I'll be right back, I'm thirsty, and then I'll keep XPing. I actually tried to make a video for me going into Howling Stones South the other day, which is when I made those multiple corpses I was mentioning earlier, because I was having trouble getting through the door without using the key. I probably need to, maybe tonight. I got a retirement party I have to go to tonight, but maybe when I get home I'll try to go crawl through west and get myself a second south key. I don't like being in Howling Stones South, or I never used to like it even at 60, unless I had a backup key so that I could, get my body out. At 60, I can't AoE mez those guys. At 60 it wasn't a big deal because, or when I was last playing, it wasn't a big deal because I could make the stalking probe trick work really well, like every time. I never got aggroed, but I snuck through the door without using a key. But now, apparently, I've either lost the touch or something has changed. I feel like something has changed. I probably lost the touch also, but when I was trying to get through the door with for anybody who doesn't know, like, you can get through locked doors by using illusions and shrink spells and a stalking probe, because, like, when you activate the stalking probe, the game thinks you're in the moment my theory anyways is that in the moment you're changing control from your character to the probe, you like kind of bug through the door and walk through it without having to open it, and it's a lot easier to do if you have shrink or illusions or whatever to get yourself like wedged partway through the door already to begin with. But it used to be that the stalking probe would appear interrupts. The stalking probe would appear next to you. Oh, come on. Interrupt and then a fizzle. The stalking probe would appear next to you. It wouldn't charge through the door into the hallway beyond. So you could get yourself in without aggroing the handful of level 50-ish mobs that are inside of South. And you could do it like in the door in Sebulus's crypt too. It's even easier there because there's only like one thing nearby that you can aggro, I think, and that just paths up and down. But now when I was trying to do it, the eye runs through the door instead of just sitting next to me, and then since it's only level 1 or whatever, it instantly aggroes the level 50 mobs from a long ways away, and they come and kill it, and then they kill me. And I've got a tip from Save about how to make it work, but I have to play around with it, try to figure it out still, and I haven't bothered. I'll go try it on a door that's come back here. I'm gonna lose that rune 5 that I just put up before I even get rolling here. Oh shit, he died. I saw him at 0%. I thought I was quick enough, but I messed it up. I should have just sat back there in the corner and let him beat on my rune instead of trying to sneak past to not get hit anymore before I kill that guy off. I'm going to throw a languid pace on this guy to try and keep him even with my pet. How many different people stream P99? Do any of you guys know? Kevlin's nearby. Ooh, he sprayed out there. I saw somebody streaming the other day because I was when I was trying to go into West to get a key for South, and God, this guy is kicking my pet's ass. I was following a cleric and an enchanter from Paradox into the wing. Oop. Of course, then my pet kind of goes off on him just as I'm trying to put a real slow on him. But they were streaming, so I followed them all the way back in there, and then I had to log out, but I just turned the stream on and was watching them and listening because they were going to let me loot a key for South. And I forgot the guy's name. I think it Heals Didar or something like that was the enchanter that the cleric that I was following. But I know there's some people streaming. I just was curious how many there really are. The 7 of you who are watching my stream besides me are an uninteractive bunch. Almost time to nuke these guys down. Give him another route and I'll go down. I think the hallway is probably respawning or respawned. Yeah. And then I'll have more names to kill shortly. Good enough. I don't want him to kill that bile, and I untargeted it before I knew for sure. Crap. He's gonna need an extra nuke. Got too many hit points back from that little tick. I'm really finicky about nuking things down because I try to make the most of my Theft of Thought cooldowns. So I'm always trying to nuke the NPC or the thing without mana first so that I can Theft of Thought and then finish the other one off. Keeps things moving a lot quicker. Theft of Thought, it can't be overstated how great it is because it's like better than Clarity 2 if you're using it on cooldown. And that, of course, for enchanters is on top of already having actual Clarity 2. I should visit KC again. I could stand to do another video there, and the one I did, I just kind of ran around and barely killed anything, if I recall correctly. I kind of like that zone. I've always liked zones like KC and City of Mist and Unrest. Ooh, am I going to be quick enough? No. That are kind of like half outdoor, half dungeony, like a castle type of thing. How did that thing not aggro me? Aggro ticks confuse me because stuff obviously does not steadily and instantly search for things to assist. That skeleton wandered all over the place right next to my pet when I hadn't even charmed him yet and he didn't aggro. And then he wandered all the way out and turned around before he aggroed it right there. I know that when you initially aggro something, anything that's within range will assist immediately, but when something is aggroed already and an NPC is coming close, it doesn't check to see if there's anything it needs to assist, every instant. It's like I don't know what kind of tick rate it uses or something, but yeah, amateur hour in KC, yeah. That makes it fun sometimes. I'd like to go hang out in KC when I was 60 with my other enchanter because it was a good spot to go just buff random groups and run around looking for a named that people were overlooking to snag and kill just for fun. Not like there's, short of getting a T-staff, although back then, hello. Yeah, short of getting a T-staff, it's not like you're really going to make much money in there, but yeah, it's better than nothing sometimes. And if you have fun doing it anyways, who cares how much money you make? wonder if Gevelon's coming to... Oops, my pet's not getting hit by both of those guys. Coming to hit up the Crypt Keeper, perhaps? I let my key to west rot. I knew it was going to rot, and I was just really lazy, and I didn't even log on to make a new corpse for it. So I have one key for Howling Stones north. This is going to be ugly. My pet's going to need a lot of help. I have one key for north upstairs. Not upstairs, you know, on the ledge outside and over there. But nothing for west. I wonder if Drusella's up today. Ooh, that's going to repop soon, I think. I'm going to get... I'll do some videos in East later for sure. I haven't soloed in East except to kill Drusilla, who, I don't know if she's up or not. She takes her sweet time wandering around. I haven't done any videos in East except for back before they changed invis pulling. I killed all of my names over there for the solo artist challenge using invis pulls, which was a fun method. I don't know if I have any videos of that around still, but cheesy but fun. It wasn't exactly risk-free when you're soloing, although it... Yeah, I just said that guy was going to respawn too, didn't I? And then I sat here like a dumbass and got harm touched. Well, we can't all be smart all the time. Oh, and then the root wears off of this guy too. Well, at least these two aren't going to be up for a little while. I got a minute to kill my pet and get recovered a bit here. I'm going to root this guy for now. Ugh. I got a full health one, a nearly dead one, and a close to dead one. Not a good setup for trying to get full XP from everything, but especially since this one's so slowed, he can't even finish my pet off. I guess it worked out about as well as I wanted it to. It just, you know, I got myself harm touched instead of just letting these two kill each other. Alright, I think I'll be good now to... Pet's going down. Hurry! Hurry, Rune, hurry. Boy, it took a long time to path around that little way, didn't he? Shit. Well, good thing I put my fucking buffs up again. Stupid skeletons. Ooh, EverQuest 2, huh? I played EverQuest 2 way back in the day. Oops, I'm gonna get beat up again here if I'm not quick enough. I'm not quick enough. Ooh. Yeah, I played EverQuest 2 for a while, back when I quit playing on EQ Live 1, you know. I don't remember when exactly, a long time ago. And trying to get myself sorted here. My play suffers when I try to talk. Sometimes. I never really got into it. I only played a little bit in the first several months that it was a game. EverQuest 1 is generally a much slower pace, I think. But then this was a comment I had made on the forums to somebody else on the P99 forums recently, that EQ1 has, like more modern MMOs, even EverQuest 2, not that it's exactly modern, tend to stuff everything into neat little boxes so that there's a lot less wiggle room with, no cool weapon. There's a lot less wiggle room with what kind of cool things you can do with a solo or with a different combo of classes or whatever. But yeah, EQ is slower paced. It seems it's faster when you're like playing certain classes, like an enchanter, like in this situation, or a necromancer. Sometimes maybe might be faster paced because you have lots of mana regen and you're high level already, so you got a bunch of your spells. And oops, try to invis my pet. But generally, EQ is a much slower pace. Can't remember what this guy drops other than the adamantite club, which I actually got one of a couple weeks ago. Some Kylong something or other. Not worth much, but hey, it's a named. I'll kill him. Yeah, P99 is definitely something that takes a little getting used to if you're coming from newer games, especially WoW, since it's aged well. I don't know about EQ2, I haven't played it at all. But it has its P99 has its rustic charm, I guess. Although in a lot of ways it can be frustrating and annoying, especially if you're looking to do raids or whatever, because of the way the variance spawns work, and there's only a couple guilds that are ever really competing for loot and stuff like that. I kind of don't want to charm him. I kind of want to theft of thought him, but oops. No, still no theft of thought ready, so I'll just charm him up. I like P99 though, obviously. Been playing it for I should figure out when my first character was made on here. I don't remember. I don't see him on anymore. Well, if I ever see my original character around, I'll ask him, so let's see what his born on date was, so I can know how long I've been playing. Come on, pet. You can do it. Get him. Maybe he doesn't need that much help. No, he does. That room that with the other named is going to be fully respawned by the time I'm ready for it. I think that I'm going to start losing some buffs here pretty soon too that I'm going to have to recast, and that'll slow me down while I met up to get those done. Yeah. When you're leveling up, especially depending on what kind of character you're playing, you can definitely get a lot of downtime that you can use to browse the wiki and or the forums or whatever, to learn something about what you're doing or what you're looking forward to or whatever. Come on, hit him one more time so I can run past. Okay. I want to respawn in here. No. This could have been a named mob, but he's not. Oh, this guy is the Crypt Keeper. He's got the key for Howling Stones West, and he has a little no-drop ranger-only AoE proc, I want to die weapon on him. I don't feel like going back there, though. Was Gavilan still in here? Where'd he go? I wonder if he died. Well, now I get to theft of thought. What are you playing on P99? Togur? It's like somebody's watching the stream and messing up my mobs every time I look away. Seriously, every time I glance away, something breaks root or charm, and I have to deal with it. Ooh, fancy. That's a nice gem for this stuff. Druid, cool. Yeah, it's a good choice. They actually, I don't know. I think they're underrated. They fit into groups really well, kind of like a bard. Can do a little bit of everything. They can help just about any group in a variety of different ways. They definitely are nice for solo, especially if you're getting the knack of charming animals. It really, they can really get on a roll doing that. I think, especially in Velious zones, I think there's a lot more options for them than there were in older zones. I'm not sure though. Pet's gonna get pounded now. Okay. Well, glad to hear that you didn't die, Gevlin. Your name reminds me of, there's a guy in Eve whose name, I have to go, I think it's Gelvin, not Gevlon, but very similar. It keeps making me think of that. My junk buffs. I don't know what I want to do. I might go try to get that key, because I would like to go across west to get another south key. It's going to take me more time than I have left probably this stream though. I upgraded a couple of my bags, as you can see. Blew most of the plat that I have on the server on 2 tink bags because it was driving me nuts that I kept being overweight as soon as I looted a couple things. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of, Togor. I was actually just playing Eve earlier today. For whatever reason, I didn't feel like... I've kind of been... Usually I'm really, really, really strongly on only one game at a time. Like, I'll play one game. It's the only thing I have any interest in, though. But lately I've actually been... for what class, Rick? Rick just asking live... Somebody asking live chat about how to break a room of 4 mobs. One of those named rooms up there? I don't really break them. I just use a pet to pull the whole fucking room back and kill them all at once. But I'll do it. There was one early in the stream, but I'll do it again because it's nice XP and it saves me from having to try to go deal with that that boss. I think the easiest way to do it might actually be, you know, if you've got the hallways cleared out and this one pather that walks in and out of this room right here, if you've got those cleared out, you can probably just wait for this guy who passed back and forth between these 2 rooms to pause right in the middle of this hallway, and I'm pretty sure you can pull him from that location and he won't assist. Nothing in the rooms will assist him, so you can charm that guy as a pet and then throw him into one room or the other and just back your pet off nonstop till they're out in the hallway. AoE mez while you're backing your pet off so that you can you know, then if you're like 55 even, the odds of getting a resist on your AoE mez in here is pretty low. And then you have time to tosh everything, root everything before you send your pet back in. I'll do it if I can find the little guy. I don't know. This room has stuff in it. I gotta be a little careful standing too close to it. What's moving around? Well, there's only 3 in there. I think the Pather is the 4th one. Get my Berserker Spirit back up here and I'll do it. Yeah, see, he was paused right in the middle there for a second. And if you catch him when he's right there, you can charm that guy right on that spot, and then use him to send into a room. Oh, that guy's going to path all the way over here, I think. So the hallway might be respawning. I don't remember. I'll use this guy and get one extra mob to fight with. Why not? It doesn't increase the potential route duration, but it increases the average route duration because it lowers magic resist. Like, I think I can sneak over here quick. Magic resist is what triggers. Ooh, this might be an enormous pull because I might pick up stuff from that side room that I just was standing next to, but I'll do it anyways. Oh, he didn't get in. Oh, there we go. Let's see how many we got. 4. Not so bad. Back, 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 back. Oh, there's only 3. Oh, no, there's a 4th one. Give me mana. Oop, need a nuke. Can never tell if my pet's far enough forwards that he's getting hit by all the mobs. Oh, they weren't all. The mezzes hadn't all worn off yet. This is how I quote unquote break one of these rooms. I don't think it really counts as breaking. I'm going to AoE mez those guys because I think the durations are getting pretty short. Yep. And I'll charm one of them and root the other 3 back up. I was halfway answering before anyways. Like, the roots all have a set duration maximum, but every tick they check against the NPC's like magic resistant level to see if it's going to break root. And Tashan decreases the chance of them breaking root early and decreases the chance of it resisting flat out to begin with. Oops, that's the wrong spell. Oh well. I will dispel it. Find the right spell. That was close. I know I have my dispels in here somewhere. By the time I find it, this guy's going to be ready to break root anyways. No, oh well. I keep getting interrupted while I'm trying to describe the root resist. I need to put my dispels closer to the front of my spell book. Or I'm just missing them, and they're like sitting right there somewhere. Oh, they're all right here. I'm dumb. They're not all hitting him. Go farther forward, pet. So yeah, Chanters are awesome. Kill 5 mobs at a time, and you know, charm breaks and everything. No problem. I'm still at 90 mana. After this fight, I'm going to call it good, though. Let's see how this video ends up getting posted to posted a lot. Ugh. posted to YouTube or whatever. I'll probably stick around just to see the respawns, to see if they're names that are worth me killing. There's only like one thing in North that drops anything worth looting, really, unfortunately. There's a handful of items that are worth a couple hundred plat is all, and then one that's worth like 3k. But it's the rare off one of the mobs that I don't see very often, so yeah. Doesn't make you a lot of money in here anymore. But it's yeah, it's something while you're leveling up at least. I need to do a stream, you know, when it's not 12 a.m. or lunchtime on a Friday. Fridays are usually a day off for me because I have to take my son to school, but I have a daughter who's out of school already, but she goes and hangs out with her grandpa today. So it gives me a chance to be not productive without even having to neglect my children. Those two are just about right to beat each other down to nothing without help. I've been looting those little gooey globs of goo. I don't know if they're... I think they have a long cast time on them. I doubt they're useful. Let's find out. Let's find out what the cast time is. Oh, it's pretty long. Like 6 seconds. It's a minute-long route, though. It's slightly better than the regular route. One use. Better than nothing, I guess, for a melee or something who's... I guess that could be useful to try and split a camp or something like that. But they don't stack, unfortunately. And they're not terribly common, so it'd be a pain to get many of them. I think the hallway might be respawning on me before I finish these guys off. Where did those go? Weren't there... I didn't aggro this stuff out of that room, did I? That's always scary. Mobs are just disappeared all of a sudden. Somebody trained them? Are they bugged? I don't know. Where'd they go? Well, there's one. One something. No, it's not from that room. It's one of the hallway mobs. Although, it is a little strange that he came running from that far around the corner. I don't think he would have had line of sight to that little fella right there just yet. Oh well. Poop. I wanted to loot that spell, but I was too quick on my click. Is there a named up in here? Something harmed. Oh, there is a named up in there. Well, shit. Bring it on. That's a big room. I think there's like 5 mobs in there. And the hallway's going to be repopping. My pet's not going to even last long enough to get back to me. Oh, shit, I got to back him up farther than that. He must be standing to cast a spell. You are an idiot. Look at all that crap. Can't even hit them all with an AoE mez. Okay, let's see what I can do about this. Fortunately, actually, the mobs being broken up a little bit is a good thing, because it means I can lull and blur 3 of these 6 that I have aggroed right now. If I don't let them get any closer than they are already. So I'm going to do that first before I'm going to try to do it first. I'm just going to be juggling all these mobs here as... Ooh, that's not a good idea. I need to get a pet up because the hallway's going to repop on me too. This will be an interesting fight. We'll see if I can kill it, pull it off. It's 7 now. Well, at least harm touch is down. I think I'm gonna have to bail on this one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mobs, and I'm just gonna hat out. 7 mobs, and one of them was a wizard, and one of them was level 50. So, oh well, that's a good way to end the stream, I guess. If I wouldn't have had stuff respawning in the hallway as I was fighting, because there would have been one more that added, I think, besides that oblation, I would have been able to pull that off probably, but oh, that's loud thunder. But it's just a bit too much of a pain in the butt, considering I was about done anyways for me to want to deal with. So I'll go recharge my hat, and I think I need a new saw potion and sell the stuff I've got in my inventory and stuff, and I'll stream again another time. Before I go, though, somebody asked a question. Oh, Togur said that he thinks the mechanics in EQ1 are better than 2 for some raid classes. I agree. And then, oh, bad luck. Somebody was excited about listening to a stream at work, but I'm just about to quit. Yeah, I've heard about EQ2 having too many buttons, and it's kind of crazy. You know, you can get a lot of buttons in this version of the client, but a lot of hotkeys and like mini in-game macros and stuff like that, and then you can click items from your inventory slots and all that, but 8 spells is what you're limited to. So with some classes it's not an issue. With Enchanter, though, like, it's kind of a pain. You see how often I'm sitting down to swap spells in and out, because these top 6, this one has a cooldown, so I don't like to unmem it, because then it's not ready if I need it. The top 5 I think are like 100% essential to surviving when you're solo. You need 2 stuns, an AoE mez, a single target mez. You need all that stuff. So leaves me with only 2 slots to swap spells in and out of for everything else. So it keeps me busy, but it makes things interesting. But I'm gonna stop there, and maybe I'll stream again tonight. Maybe I'll go back and kill that Bile soon, so see what he's got for loot. I already got this goofy truncheon here from him earlier today. It procs a mez, but it doesn't proc until level 50, and mezes only hit up to level 55 stuff. It'd be a nightmare to use as a player. I'm trying to figure out an amusing NPC to put it on. I'll find something that I can give it to. Thanks for watching, though. I'll be around.